I've been emotionally struggling the past few months. Plans have failed, people have left, relationships have deteriorated. I kind of gave up on finding happiness again. Instead, I directed my focus towards finding peace. Here's how I did that. So I'm in the park right now. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. It's a little gloomy, but it kind of fits the vibe of today because I was feeling a little bit overwhelmed and I decided to journal. I don't have anything on my page except for that I was feeling overwhelmed. So normally when I feel overwhelmed, I'm horrible at coping and I sleep all day and I just am very lazy because I don't know how to deal with my emotions. But today I was feeling a little overwhelmed because I have school and work and I'm about to drop a class. So I'm feeling like maybe I'm too dumb for college. Maybe I'm too dumb to even graduate from college. So there's just all these emotions. And then of course, being back in this park that I love very much reminds me of, my high school days. So I'm very reminiscent on that. So there's just so many emotions going on today. But it really helps if you kind of ground yourself and go to a place that you really love, like this beautiful park, and just journal your ideas and make sure that you put your ideas on paper. It really helps me because I feel like once I have the negative things down on paper, I can just let it go. It's documented and it's over with, and I can move on and get some new ideas in my head.
Anywhere you go, give it all. Anywhere you say,
Finding peace means loving and accepting who you are, just the way you are. I realized I really couldn't find peace within myself if I was still on the cycle of calorie restriction and at war with my body. I found so much inspiration in body positive TikToks and just people in general that I see that I think have perfect bodies, whether they're thin or thicker. I think every body is perfect, and it took me a really long time to realize that the one that I have is also perfect. Accepting that I'm not a 5'11" model with pinch straight hips was vital in self-love and my finding peace journey. I now realize that genetically, I'm not supposed to look like that. Genetically, this is what I'm supposed to look like. I'm supposed to have some extra fat on my stomach because I'm human. I truly credit my newfound positive body image to my journey of finding peace. Lately, I've been reminiscing on my high school days. I've been looking at old pictures and videos of my graduation, thinking about how I really took that time for granted and how I couldn't really live in the moment because I was so depressed about things not going my way around me. I used that clip at graduation to kind of symbolize accepting my past because I was so focused on what didn't go right that I couldn't just be proud of graduating. Accepting the past and knowing that it's over with and there's nothing that I can do about it is so important because I tend to beat myself up over what went wrong in the past that I forget that the future is happening right now. And time doesn't stop. Time won't stop for your mental breakdowns or for when you're sad. Everything keeps going and it'll keep going with or without you. So you have to kind of get back up, pick yourself back up, and tell yourself, you can start a fresh start right now, or you can be stuck in the past and not ever get anything accomplished. And it's very straightforward, but it's something that I needed to tell myself in order to move past all the negative things. I had all these plans, they all failed, and I ended up in community college, and I didn't trust God. I didn't trust any of the signs that I was getting. I just thought, well, my dream failed. Now I'm stuck in community college. And now I realized that I was really being taken Now I realize that it really was a blessing in disguise. I have a job now. I'm so much happier now. I feel like there's not a dark cloud over me anymore, and I'm finally getting, finding peace within myself and kind of just learning about who I am as a person that I wouldn't have been able to learn about if I would have been at Concordia the way I had originally planned. So over the summer, some old wounds involving my grandmother's death were reopened by some lies that my brother told. So these lies were so deceitful that I really struggled to find forgiveness in my heart. So kind of sent from heaven was Noah Cyrus's album called The Hardest Part, and it ends with a track called Loretta's Song. Loretta's Song is about the grieving process and understanding that death really is a beautiful thing. So I'm going to read a little excerpt from my journal. I have to read this to show you guys what I mean and to show you guys how powerful music is. Truly the few things who have given me peace with Mom's passing was this song. Maybe God knew I needed this after all the anger and resentment I had towards him. Even the song addresses this with the line, "Life's too long to keep regret and love's too strong to lay down for death. I know you're hurting, but it's not the end, so hold on, darling, I will see you again." It's like God's way of telling me to let go of my anger towards Mom is okay and she's happy up there. I finally have the closure I needed. I wish I had the song 8 years ago, but I feel like it's a perfect time to introduce to my life now when I'm actually able to understand, what was going on with her all those years ago. And it's been so vital in the grieving process. It has lasted 8 years and it's gotten worse over time, but I'm finally able to embrace this chapter that I did have with her, and thank God for my time that I was granted with her. So yeah. On a little bit lighter note, I did listen to Miley Cyrus on the way here. I listened to Ocean Eyes. I listened to Fine Line. I was kind of on like a gloomy vibes type of playlist today. It's on my YouTube channel playlist that I have. You should go check it out to see what songs I like after you subscribe, of course. But yeah, music is so important and I really, really do love it. If you guys have any artist recommendations, definitely let me know in the comments. So the premises of this video was to kind of show myself reflecting on my past and projecting a brighter future, and that is not the case right now. I can feel myself. I started establishing better habits like the journaling and the getting in touch with my emotions and understanding why I'm feeling them, and trying to improve my mental state. But I can feel myself slipping back into old habits and focusing on the past too much and letting the past impact my future. And recently, I mean like the past week, I've been thinking about how lucky my brother is and just comparing us. And it's not fair to me to compare myself to somebody who has 5 more years of life under his belt, but I still do anyways. And I woke up this morning extremely sad. I went to bed last night extremely sad because he's having all these amazing experiences while I'm stuck at home, kind of tied to my parents. And he's been free since he was 18, since he was my age. And I'm still here at home, still driving the same route to school, still doing the same thing over and over again when I feel like there's a whole life out there waiting for me that I'm not taking advantage of when I could be. And it's just so frustrating to see all my friends starting college and finding new friends and, living on them by themselves for the first time, while I'm still here, still doing the exact same thing every day. And it's so frustrating, but I'm trying to focus on how lucky I should be that I'm still living with my parents who don't make me pay rent and who are so nice to me. I'm so lucky that I'm continuing my college education for a very small price compared to other people, and I'm grateful that I have a new car to take me, even if it's literally a mile and a half down the road. I'm still very grateful for that. So I think replacing the negative thoughts with at least a few positive thoughts definitely helps. But I just wanted to show you guys that not everything is all rainbows and unicorns. I have really struggled despite this whole journey that I'm trying to go on.